Hey everyone, welcome to SFDC Stop, and in this video we are going to talk about modules in AS6, right? Okay, so what I have done till now, this is my home directory where I have created three JavaScript files. One is test.js, one is calculator.js which is empty, and one is constants.js which is also empty, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to define some methods or some variables in these two JavaScript files, and I'm going to import them as modules in my test.js file. So this is the main working directory, or I can say the working file where I'm going to write my code. And modules are basically, if you don't know what modules are, these are basically, we can say, libraries um, which consist of reusable functions, or you can say properties as well, right? So these are basically libraries where you define reusable functions that you have to reuse in various JavaScript files when you are working on JavaScript. Okay. So for an example, we can consider that we have two modules in our home directory that I'm going to use in this test.js file. So let us first of all define the functions in our modules. Okay. So this calculator.js file is responsible for performing basic arithmetic operations, I can say, right? And let's say I'm defining four functions in here. So the first function is, let's say, function add, and this function will take two variables a and b, and it will simply return me a plus b. Okay. And similarly I can have more functions to perform arithmetic operations. So let's say we have four functions in here. The first function is add, which will take a and b and return a plus b. Second function is subtract, which will receive a and b and return a minus b. Third function is multiply, which will receive a and b and return a into b. Okay. And the fourth function is divide, which will receive a and b and it will return a divided by b. So these are the functions that I have defined in my calculator.js file, and this is my one library, I can say, because it is having reusable functions that I can reuse from any kind of JavaScript file. Okay. So what I want to do, I want to import these functions into my main file where I'm going to work, right? So in order to import these functions, the first thing that we need to do is to export these functions, right? Because it can only be imported in any other JavaScript files if you are exporting it from here. So one way to do this is to use the export keyword before every function that you have defined. Okay, and it can even be a property. So let's say export function add, export some function subtract, export function multiply, and export function divide. Okay. So now what I have done, I have exported each and every function that I have created in my calculator.js file. Okay, so let's move ahead. Now I'm going to use the import statement, and I'm going to import my functions from calculator.js. So I can, whenever I'm importing multiple functions, I can use this syntax where I can have an opening and closing brace, and I can define my function name over here. So I can simply say that I want to import add, I want to import subtract, I want to import multiply, and I want to import divide, right? And from where I want to import it from my local directory, and the file name is calculator.js. Okay. So the one thing that you need to take care about, let us first try it once, then only we will be able to understand. So let's say I am console logging the add function where I have given two parameters 3 and 2, so the result will be 5, right? And I'm also subtracting, so let's call the subtract function as well. And I also want to multiply 3 and 2, so I'll be calling multiply function as well. And I also want to do divide 3 and 2, so I'll be calling divide function as well. So let us just clear the console and let's see what happens. So here you can see it is showing me a warning that you cannot use, if you want to import or load an ESX module, you need to use type is equal to module in your package.json. So this is the basic syntax that we have to follow, that either you define all the extensions of your file as .mjs because it's a part of module, or otherwise what you can do, you can have a package.json file defined in your home directory, and here you can specify a type attribute and you can say that the type is module. So I'm going to use the basic package.json file that is present in our local directory when we are working on Salesforce as well. Otherwise, you can simply create a package.json in your home directory, and you can specify a property which is named as type, and the value of this property will be module. Okay. So once you have defined this type module property, you will be able to use the modules in your home directory. I mean, in any kind of JavaScript file in your home directory by simply importing those. So let us clear this console and let's try to run it again. So you can just ignore the warning regarding Node.js. I think it's coming in my system because my Node.js version is a little old. So here we can see I called the add function on 3 and 2 and I'm getting the output as 5. I called the subtract function on 3 and 2 and I'm getting the output as 1. I call the multiply function and I'm getting the output as 6, and I call the divide function on 3 and 2 and I'm getting the output as 1.5. Okay. So I'm able to import the functions from my calculator.js, which is a different module, or I can say a library which is defined in my directory, and I'm able to use these functions, right? So the next point is that you can import multiple modules as well. I mean, it's not just that you can have a single import statement, you can have multiple import statement as well. So let's say I have a constant.js file in my home directory where I'm defining constants. Okay. So I can simply say that I can say what kind of constant we can have. Let's pi is equal to, I can say 3.14, and I can say let's say our project name is LWC SFDC stop. So I can simply say that project name is equal to LWC SFDC stop. Okay. So I have defined two constants in here, and what I can do, I can either use the export keyword before each and every constant like we did in calculator.js, and the other method is to use the export statement once, and I can specify whatever are the things that I want to export. So let's say I want to export pi, and I want to export project name, right? And that's it. Okay, that's it. So in this kind of module, I have just defined two variables and I'm exporting those variables. So let's say I'm importing this pi and project name variable from my constant.js. So I can simply have an import statement as import, and I can say that I want to import pi and I want to import project name, right? Project name, and I want to import it from constant.js. Okay, and let me just add a console.log with some divider, and then I'm going to say console.log pi, and I'm going to say console.log project name, right? So let me clear the console and let's run it again. So here you can see that I'm getting my variable pi in here, which is imported from the module, and I can display its value, which is 3.14, and I can also display the value of the project name, which is LWC-SFDC stop. Okay. Okay, so the next thing that we need to learn about modules is that whenever you are importing something from a module, it is imported as a constant. So let's say I have displayed the value of pi and project name, and then I want to say that the value of pi is not 3.14, it is something like 2.80. Okay, and after that I want to console.log pi again. So if I just try to clear the console and run this code again, you will see that my output till project name is fine. I'm getting 3.14 and SFDC, LWC SFDC stop. Or let me just add a divider here as well. So let me just add a divider and then we can see. So here you can see my first output is coming perfect fine. Second output is also coming perfectly fine. But after that, when I'm trying to assign 2.80 to my pi variable, it is saying me that I am doing assignment to a constant variable, and you know that in case of JavaScript, assignment to a constant variable is not allowed, right? You cannot assign or reassign a value to a constant variable. So what I have done in constant.js, these are defined by using let. So these are not actually constants, but whenever I am importing these variables into my main JavaScript file as a part of module, then these are already automatically converted into constants. So although it's defined by using let keyword, but whenever I'm importing it in some other JavaScript file, it is automatically converted into constant. So I cannot update the value of this because it's a constant. And I mean, there is a particular reason for importing these as constants by default. Why? Because let's say you have defined library functions, and You don't want someone to update those library functions, right? I mean, once you have defined library functions, they are there forever, and they should not be changed unless you are moving into the library and changing their yourself, right? So these should be reusable, but these can't be updated. That's why they are imported as constants by default. Okay, so I think this is it. And the last thing that we need to learn about modules is that you can also have an export default statement. So let us take this calculator.js, and let's say I'm doing export default and then function and then subtraction, right? So whenever we are using this export default statement, I'm saying that by default this subtraction function will be exported, because there are two things that you can use to import the functions. The one thing is this, and the second thing is that you can do something like export, let's say, my function from calculator.js. Okay, and let's say at the very above I'm doing a console.log and I'm doing my function, and I'm passing two variables 3 and 2 in here. Okay, and let me just add a divider here as well. So that's it. Okay, let's clear the console, and just give me a second, I'll remove this or comment this out, and then we can try calling this my function and we can see what is happening out here, right? So this time I have not used this braces syntax. I have just imported some function from my calculator.js, and I have named this function as my function, because I can give any name out here. So I have named this function as my function. Okay, so let's say I have just imported my function from calculator.js. In that case, it will be by default exporting the default function, which is nothing but the subtraction function, right? And if I'm calling my function on 3 and 2 numbers, then it will be subtracting these by default. So let me just remove this subtraction function, because in case I'm defaulting a function export, I cannot import it by using the braces. If a function is by default exported from a module, it cannot be imported like this. It has to be imported by this particular syntax. Okay, and I can name that function anything. So this is the alias of the function. I can name it anything. So let me execute this code, and here you can see that if we just see this particular code, here we can see that I'm calling my function, which is exported from calculator.js, and it is showing me the output as 1. So it is actually subtracting 3 and 2, and it is showing me the output as 1. Okay, so by default this subtraction function is exported, and that's why it is showing me the output as 1. Okay, and in case you are importing something, so let me just first of all update this sub with my function, because now its name is my function, right? And it is exported by default so that we can remove the errors. Yeah, so everything is fine. And in case you want to name this function something else, so let's say you don't want to name this function as add, you want to name this function as something else, right? So let's say I want to name it as addition. Okay, so I can use the as keyword, and I can specify my alias that I want to use in this particular JavaScript file to use the add function from my module. Okay, so let's say I want to call this add function. Instead of this, I can simply do here as addition. Okay, and if I'm just going to clear the console and run it again, you will see that it is able to add the two numbers 3 and 2 very easily. And in case I use add here, in that case I'll be getting an error. So let us just try this again, and here you can see I'm getting an error that add is not defined. And why it is not defined? Because I have defined my add with the name addition. So I have renamed it to addition, so I can just use addition over here. Okay, yeah, so that's all for this tutorial, everyone. I hope you liked it, and I hope you understood the functionality about modules, that why we are using modules in JavaScript, and what is the purpose of this, and what are the different functions or different ways by which we can export our members or functions from JavaScript files and import them as modules. Okay, so whenever next time, if you're working on Salesforce and you're working on LWC and you are seeing an import statement like this or like this, you can just assume in your mind that there is a module defined in the framework, in the LWC framework, and it has some functions that you are calling out from there, right? And in case you are using an import statement like this, in that case there is a default function defined that you are importing. And in case you are using an import statement like this, so in that case there is no particular default function defined, or it's possible that the methods that we are importing or the variables that you are importing are not exported by default. Okay, so these are the different syntaxes of dealing with modules in JavaScript. And yeah, so that's all for this tutorial. I hope you liked it. Let me know your feedback in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, have a good day. Bye bye.